Welcome back to my dumb life. Let's get on to the video. Oh no. Emily and I stand there in confusion, starting at a silent time machine. Doing well, you can't just stare at her all day. After a moment, Kristen and Asher stepped out of the platform. Something's wrong. Yeah, you already know what's wrong. I don't understand. What's wrong? Nothing happened. It looks like the time machine is broken. Yes! That means more kisses for you. Broken? Did Emily and I break it? Broken? Or it's like it never worked at all. Sorry. What? The controls are different to how I remember, and it's showing errors that I have never seen before. I believe this is the result of our time travel. But we didn't do anything on the time machine. No, but we already suspected that our present precious here is changing our future. I can only assume time travel is no longer a possibility in our time. What does that mean for you two? I don't think we will blink out of existence. I mean, we're still here after all. However, it looks like we're stuck here. Yay! You mean we can't go back at our own time? I'm afraid not. Crest and I can't go home. Crest and Asher can't go home. If you're saying that it makes you happy, then you're kind of an a-hole. Okay. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault, Mike. It might be. I wanted you to go. I know you wanted to go home. We were leaving because we didn't have a choice. Well, I suppose there's good things to come from this. Yeah. Look on the bright side. If I'm honest, I was eager not to leave either. Are you sure? You seem pretty down. I just don't understand how this could have happened. We barely interacted with the outside world. I'm shocked that and shaka contract could change things this much. Contracts. Emily and I exchanged a nervous glance. Our secret tips with time might be the cause. It was worth it though. Having Crest and Asher stuck in the past but healthy is much better than an alternative. Well, since we're going to leave you now, we're going to make more permanent arrangements. If you need help with anything, let us know. It's annoying. Sound like the sound keeps annoying me, but sure. Thank you. I hope we'll be seeing a lot of you too, especially you, Mike. You will, I promise. Right now, though, we'll be better head back to the Kevis to catch up on everything we missed. Ah, you're right. By the end of the day, Emily and I sorted everything with our own classes. I could finally relax. It feels like a long time since I have been without any worries. You look happy. Does that good happen? Yeah, you could say that. Are you finally dating that girl? Actually, I hesitate and stop short laughing it off. Now that I have the time to settle down and think. I can finally see how my feelings have developed since this all began. How do I really feel? Oh, it looks like there's 4 endings. But, let's try the first ending. Gosh. I'm in love with Cress. That's the girl I met, right? Yeah. So you're dating? Well, no, not yet. Did Cress feel the same way about me? With everything that has happened, She might not even realize how deep my feelings are. Oh, you twitchy. Tomorrow I'll head to the mansion first thing and tell her. Selfish that things are are on the right track at last. I settled down to sleep. The trip to the mansion is familiar by now, but for the first time I don't feel anxious or sad as I walk there. Ashra is gardening in the yard, and she waves at me as I approach. I wave back, then hurry to the door when I see Cress isn't around. The first day when Cress and I met in the garden, I never thought it would end up happening like this. I knock. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes? Oh, Mike. Can I come in? I wanted to talk to you. Of course. I'm happy to come by. I'm happy you came by. I follow Cress into the mansion. It feels different already, with Astropod and the time machine nowhere to be seen. I wonder where they put all the time machines, all the machines. It's not like they could just put them out of the trash. Maybe they demolish everything or put it in the store somewhere. Good. If there's one good thing about being stuck in the past, it's that I'll be able to spend more time with you, Mike. That's why I'm here. I really like you a lot, Crush. She steps closer to me. Where do I know I feel like that song on the radio now song She steps closer to me. I feel the same way. You became very important to me, Mike. Would you consider dating me? Instead of for answering words, she places her hand on my shoulders and leans to kiss me. What the f? No, I wrap my arm around her, and return her kiss. Please be 5 already. Okay, maybe it was fate that our own time machine would break and bring us together. There's a lot we don't understand about the world after all. Fate. That's a nice thought, but would have been more likely it would have happened because of Emily and I did? Is it familiar to keep a secret like this from Cresp? Should I tell her about our secret trip through time? Tell the truth. I'll be right back because I gotta attend to a premiere. Alright, about that, Crest, there's something I have to tell you. What's wrong? Remember when you said you were surprised that your time here has changed the future so much? Yes. Well, there was an extra trip through time you don't know about. Emily and I used the time machine. What? The first time we got the third ingredient, we messed up. We brought back the wrong water, and Ashwood, she didn't make it. Emily and I went back into time to make sure our past selves got it right. I had no idea. Ooh, my iMessage. I just had to text my friend real quick. Okay, so I said, I understand if you're angry. You were opposed to Monterey with time, but we did it anyway. Hey Siri. Oh, my mistake. Said something. What are you doing? Nothing. Okay. And she looks away and doesn't say anything for a long time. But then she meets my glaze. You saved Asher's life. Maybe it wasn't right decision. But thank you. I'm glad you made that choice. You, you don't mind being stuck in the past? I'm conflicted. I already miss my home. I miss all my friends. I can't imagine what it's like to be cut off from everyone, with no way getting back. On the other hand, I have you and Astra. As long as I'm with you two, you can ensure I can be ensure anybody. You're strong. I know you will be okay. You're strong. I know you will be okay. Strong? You're one of the first things. It's one of your first things I have noticed about you. You're a strong person, Crest. I take that it's something from something you admire women? Yeah, I guess so. Ha ha ha, good. Then we won't have any trouble. She sits down on the couch and pats the cushion for me to join her. And I do so and wrap my arm around her shoulders. You're strong too, you know? You never give up no matter how much the odds are stacked against you. I like that. And thank you. You didn't want anything to do with me when we first met. I was a fool. To be fair, I was suspicious of you too. I guess it was I guess it shows it's easy to judge a book by its cover. Let's do a let's do our best to give people a chance before we judge them now. Agreed. And if you don't and if you need if you need any help, you can always call on me. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I pretty much know where we proceed, but there is one more thing that that's giving me trouble. What's that? I don't know what I should do with my life. Huh? I know I should be focusing on more important issues like we have no birth certificates, but instead I keep asking myself, what am I going to do with my life? What what were, what were you planning to do before you came here? I wanted to study time travel technology. You still could. Maybe you will be one to develop it. That will be meaning in timelines too much. Although the future has already changed dramatically, I might consider it. I'm sure there's a lot of related fields you might find interesting too. Related fields? Any related to physicals? I'm sure you can find something that's just right for you. Good point. That's why I like having having you around, Mike. Is that the only reason? No. She meets my glaze, then leans in to kiss me again. I move one hand on her back, one of to the back of her as we kiss. It's like we rest the world was faded away. As soon as she interracial engages on the couch, still kissing until Crest pulls back. We shouldn't do this right now. Why not? Because Astra could walk in at any moment. I guess I would be pretty awkward. She will still find us. She will find out about us eventually, though. Yes, but I don't want her. I don't want her walking on us. Walking on us. You could have handled this sort of thing. Track, Mike. She has a point. What should I say? Let's go somewhere private. But if you don't want to, that's okay. That's not it. I loved you, too, but she glanced towards the door, and I follow her gaze confused. After a moment, she laughs and stands up. Never mind. I was thinking I needed to stay here in case Esther needs him, but she'd be fine for now. She'll be fine now. She'll go crazy if I carry on being protector of her, even though she's healthy again. It's hard to break habits like that. Follow me. I know a place where we can be alone. Here we are. What do you think? It's perfect. It feels much better now than the first time we saw this room. I open my mouth to say as much, but then I catch myself. For her, that's a whole night ever happened. That's a whole night never happened. As far as she knows, this is my first time being here. Private enough, Mike. I don't think anyone would disturb us here. She sits on the edge of the bed. She holds her arms to me. I join her and pull her close again. I never thought we'd be together like this. Never did I. I never thought it would be possible. Did you have someone back home that year? I throw off and shake my hand. Sorry, I shouldn't ask something. Shouldn't ask so personal. If it turns out that she has someone else, and I actually accidentally crossed over a century away from them, it's fine. No, there isn't anyone in my own town that I was involved with. When I said I didn't think it was possible, I meant in general. You don't think you had a relationship? Why not? I saw myself being, well, not kind of a girls men are interested in. I think there's something we disagree on. Prove it. There's a teasing note on her challenge, so I lean in and kiss her again. Lightly at first, with more passion. She wraps her arms around me and returns my kiss with just as much favor. For someone who, had, who has never been in a relationship before, it feels like you know what you're doing. I'm a fast learner. She kisses me again. Maybe you're progressive is screwed by your feelings. That's sorry. That wasn't very romantic. That's a understatement. You can make it up by kissing me again. Gladly. Our next kiss is long and slow and leaves us both braveless. Do you have any classes today? Later. Let's make the most of the time we have then. That's an idea I have no introduction of arguing with. With Chris and I first met, we were both suspicious for each other. That's incredible. That's how incredible far we've come. Fighting to save Ashra brought us together, and I never thought that. I never want us to be apart again. It was an accident that trapped Chris in our own time, but maybe it was all for the best. I didn't want to say goodbye. Despite her interest that they had to, I didn't think she did either. We might have changed the future, but that's where we live to. But that's where to get. I think the future is more brighter than ever. You have reached the end of the story. Do you want to restart to the final episode to try other choices? Glad we do Asher's ending.